Hello everyone, my name is Rodrigo Raquio and I'm very passionate actually into the whole thing of playing keyboards, right? I started, I would say, putting attention and ear and appreciation for keyboards when I was a kid, except that the only keyboards I was playing it was through one of my friend's keyboards, right? He had at the time back in 1989. And then what happened is, I didn't actually really pick up keyboards until I came to Canada in year 2001, where I obtained my very first keyboard to start learning to play the entire thing. What happens is that when I was doing this, initially was I would say sometime it was a kind of very difficult in the beginning because first of all, I wasn't sure what I wanted to get, but I wanted to get something basically just to get used to it. And then the thing what I did is eventually I started to kind of investigate a little bit more about the whole thing of the whole art of having a keyboard synthesizer, whatever you want to call it, right? But I wasn't really dedicated fully to that until the year 2015, I think. I would say 2014, 2015, I really started to pick up keyboards to start really playing with it and experimenting new sounds and different stuff like that, right? But I was going to actually introduce you to a bit of the setup that I have up to date these days because it's kind of it's only a four keyboards I have, but I made it sound like almost like a full orchestra of about 12 keyboards, if you wanna say. But I kind of started to do different experiments with sounds and all of that, and this is exactly what I'm gonna walk you through, showing you every single keyboard that I'm using here, right? And I'm just gonna basically take you for a minute for a little walk in regards to the stuff that I have around here. So this is pretty much like the whole throne of keyboards that I have here. And there are certain things actually you might find interesting too because over time, I started to add different elements to us, thanks to technology, things they were made a little bit much easier. So I started to add an iPad. Then I started to use another older phone on it that I don't use anymore, right? Because I ended up upgrading them, as you can see, and different the effects pedals I started to use to add over time, right? So as you can see, if I'm gonna just remove this cable over here so it doesn't block the view, you can see a bass pedal over there actually that I have of a Digitech. I have also a Roland. It's supposed to be like a voice effect kind of controller, right? And then I have the multi-track where I have a bunch of disorder of cables that you can see in this little Behringer multi-track that I have there, right? So just to show you the different keyboards that I have at the moment, I have this Piano Plus 400 of the Roland company, and this was actually released sometime in the early 80s, I believe in 1983 or something. So that's actually the full piano keyboard, if you wanna say. It has all the keys that I need on it, right? So I use it as a main principal base of it, right? Right? And that's where then the very first one actually I decided to keep for many years. Actually, I obtained back in 2013. It was actually this Technics K350, and actually this one I use it mainly kind of a for bass chords more than anything else. Not just that, but as well because I just got this little supporting keys for it, especially when I need to actually play the rest of the keyboards with it. I actually I got these keys that I order online, and I can place it over there, and I can actually just do the whole company with it, or just go like this, right? So that's actually just something just to sustain the whole thing, right? Kind of in that part of the base. So this is actually a keyboard that came out also in the close to I would say in 1988, I believe that I got released. and it was actually a Technics keyboard. So Technics, I never heard the brand Technics that they were actually releasing keyboards at the time. So I decided to get that one, right? From this other person who was getting rid of it, right? And then I got this other one here, which is a MIDI controller that I got a few years ago. It's a Roland PC 200. And also, as you can see, over here, this is I have it at the very top, because this one, it goes actually connected to this old iPhone 6S that I have. So, you can see, as soon as I play one of the keys, it can be detected, through the iRig, the MIDI, iRig MIDI 2, how it's called, right? And you can see actually the way, I'm pressing the keyboards right over here. You can see it over there, right? That is get displayed automatically, right? So it has a really good response, which is great. And then in regards to this M audio key station of 61 keys, right? This one actually I use it as a main, what is I would say for the melodic parts of to use it for higher notes. As you can see, this one I use it for bass, but this one I use it for the higher notes of it, and this one more for the atmospheric part of it, the kind of sounds I have it producing for each one of them, and just have it designed perfectly for what I need. And then so yeah, for this one actually I have it as at the same, actually I had to get an extra iRig MIDI 2 basically, and this one actually I plug it directly to this one, to this iPad, right? The iPad actually is a kind of like an older edition of it, and I was planning to buy an extra iPad, but it seems these days in the marketplaces actually online, they're not the best actually to buy things, because the people are so damn flaky anyways, right? So this is actually can show you the response of it is genius, it's great. It gets right away it just it catches every single note properly, right? And then what I have here, as you can see, this is actually my iPhone 11 that I'm not using anymore because I switched to the iPhone 11 Pro Max, right? So this one over here that you can see, actually, I'm gonna show you a little sample of a new application that I started to study here. So this one here, it's basically you just go like this, right? And it goes perfectly with the sound that I'm gonna show you in a bit as an example of exactly the things that the kind of work that I'm being actually working lately, in regards to the album soundtrack that I want to release very soon. But it has so many sounds on it, and it's something that actually it took me about 2 weeks actually to study properly exactly what I want to do with that application that I have. And also it's a free application that you can get as well. I'm gonna list in details everything else, all the equipment that I have in regards to the different models of things, right? And also because in the studio thing, that in the recording thing that I'm gonna be doing, the project that I'm working on, the full album, I also am gonna include some bass sound on it as well, because I've been learning to play bass for the past 2 years. So basically I'm gonna be adding something extra to it as well, which is gonna be a pretty interesting, right? But for now I just gotta stand it up, right? Because I'm not gonna be playing all the things all together at once, right? So that's the part of the playing live, right? And also I'm gonna have the microphone plug as well. So it's gonna be something that's gonna be sounding quite echo-ish, right? Because that's how it's set up the the whole thing. That's the kind of sound that I want to strive anyways, right? So I'm gonna give you a sample of the different things I'm gonna be actually working on, right? So you have an fair idea of what exactly I'm gonna be playing and also the other thing is it's something that is not easy to achieve, of course, that you're gonna just go and record it. I mean, it's not recording process, of course, it takes a while, right? Because you want to always achieve the best possible, whatever you feel comfortable with, right? But at the same time, I was going to say, a kind of a setting up this thing, a kind of or putting all the keyboards together is something that actually takes a lot of practice, right? Something that takes a long time, when you have to be placing things back and forth, finding the right sound, getting the right chords for everything that you need, to make it more comfortable, right? So it's a never-ending process. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna play you like a bit of the music actually that I'm programming. That I'm gonna be actually like placing later on in the future, right? So this is exactly what I'm gonna do here, right? And this is how we're gonna start with. Let's see. So here we go. yeah, so that was pretty much a sample of the kind of stuff of things that I'm working on. But especially in regards to the setup of keyboards, this is something that I'm gonna list down on all details exactly what I have on it, like the things and how they go connected and everything. It's a lot of work actually. It's a big walkthrough. But anyways, thank you for watching. I just wanted to take my time like to finally make my walkthrough in regards to the whole keyboard setup that I have in order to record my new album of a synthesized music. So thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Stay heavy, stay metal. We'll talk soon. Love you all. Take care.